The power and the glory of the Gayatri mantra. Every religion has a salient mantra, such as the Kalams in Islam, Navkar in Jainism, and Mani Padmeham in Buddhism. Similarly, the Gayatri mantra is considered to be the supreme mantra of the Hindus. Millions of people in India and all over the world chant this exalted mantra, which has a compelling charm of its own. Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodaya. We meditate upon the auspicious light of the Lord Sun. May that heavenly light illumine our thoughts, flow in our intellect. In the Gita, the Lord says, "The light that pervades the sun and the moon is all my light." This mantra is dedicated to Lord Savitur, the sun, which gives an all illumination to the world, and hence any prayer for illumination is addressed to the source of all light. It is a purificatory mantra and hastens the karma process. The Gayatri mantra is the perception of the seer Vishwamitra and has an interesting background of its origin. Vishwamitra was a powerful king in India. Once hunting in a Himalayan forest, tired and hungry, he came across Brahma Rishi Vashishta's hermitage. The sage welcomed him and his army and called Kamdhenu his wish-fulfilling cow, and by an act of goodwill and compassion fed all the king's troops. King Vishwamitra desired the wish-fulfilling cow in exchange for 1,000 cows. Vashishta declined the request, and Vishwamitra ordered his men to take the cow by force. In the battle that ensued, Vishwamitra was defeated as sage Vashishta had the powerful Brahmadanda, which repulsed the soldiers. King Vishwamitra felt insulted and realized that all his possessions were useless compared to the spiritual power of sage Vashishta. He renounced his kingdom and family, went to the Himalayas, meditated, and decided to acquire the necessary powers to equal sage Vashishta. He meditated on Lord Shiva. Indra, threatened with his tapas, sent a beautiful nymph, Manika, to disturb his meditation. Vishwamitra fell a victim to her charms, and thus Shakuntala, a child, was born. Vishwamitra now realized the power of Maya and renounced Manika and her child. Vishwamitra again meditated with even more severe austerities. Indra now sent Rambha to thwart Vishwamitra's penances. He did not succumb this time and cursed Rambha, who turned into stone. But now, succumbing momentarily to another wise anger, he lost all his powers. Vishwamitra's indomitable spirit again took him to the peaks of the Himalayas. During this period, King Trishanku wanted to perform a yagna which would take him in his physical body to heaven. He went to sage Vashishta, who refused to perform the necessary rituals. King Trishanku then approached Vishwamitra, who was glad at the opportunity to take his revenge on sage Vashishta. He officiated as priest, and by his yogic powers sent Trishanku to the celestial abode of Indra, who, when he saw him coming up, pushed him back to earth. Not willing to accept defeat, Vishwamitra proclaimed, "I shall create a new stellar system for you called Trishanku, and you will rule there." Again, Vishwamitra lost all his yogic powers. Again, he proceeded to the Himalayas and meditated for a year. The yogic fire that emerged from his head reached Brahmalok, and Brahma appeared. He blessed him and said, I am pleased with your tapas. You are now a Maharshi. You will become a Brahma Rishi when blessed by sage Vashishta. Vishwamitra was truly disappointed as he had now to go to sage Vashisht for his blessings. He thought that if he killed him, he might have the chance to take over his title automatically. He went to his hermitage with such an intention. However, he heard Arundhati, the sage's wife, talking to Vashishta. Vishwamitra is such a great sage, very near to achieving the status of Brahma Rishi. Will you bless him? Of course I will if he comes, said Vashishta. Vishwamitra, listening to this conversation, now felt ashamed of his jealousy and his hatred. He rushed towards Vashishta and prostrated at his feet. Sage Vashishta touched the brow center of Vishwamitra and said, "Hail Brahma Rishi." Then his third eye opened and he saw the 7 rhythms with which the cosmos was created. The Gayatri mantra was revealed to him at that time. The Gayatri mantra itself means that mantra which protects him who chants it. In chanting this mantra, a powerful vibration is created which is beneficial for one's being. This mantra is never chanted for material gain but appeals to the effulgent power that pervades the sun and the 3 worlds to arouse and awaken the intellect. Thank you for listening to us. We hope you like our episode. We will be back with many meaningful videos soon.